I would draw a man with a helmet and goggles, because it's just what you normally think of. Like, you don't normally think of a woman driving a plane.
I think you need to change a lot of entrenched attitudes, certainly from the men's perspective, that if women want to fly, well, hey, they should be allowed to fly. Women's attitudes need to be changed, that they should allow themselves to want to fly and give them the opportunity. We were founded by a group of women who, the majority of whom had flown in the ATA, and most of them had flown pre-war and were very experienced and accomplished pilots before ever they started flying, ferrying aircraft during the war. And they took it as a personal affront after the war when they were told, well, sort of patted on the head and said, thank you very much, you can now go home. And they were saying, but you've requisitioned our aircraft, you've sent us home, you're not letting us do what we did with complete freedom before, and it was a huge retrograde step, and we still haven't got back to where we were in the 20s and 30s. Well, I don't know that we necessarily make anything more female-friendly, it's just that we put like-minded women in touch with each other, and we act as a support network for those who are learning to fly, those who do fly, and for suggesting to people that they might like to learn to fly. Well, if you get out of something like a Lancaster and you get into something that's proposed here, Lancaster, cold, drafty, metal, no padding, hey, it's wartime after all, back to bare necessities. Aviation should be a pleasurable recreation, and you want to do that in a degree of comfort. You don't want something that's 50, 60 years old that rattles and leaks a bit. You want something more like your family car, something comfortable, something to go places in. Well, aircraft then were very functional. They had to be churned out quickly, so it was very belt and braces, very basic. Materials have changed. You can do things with modern technologies and materials that you couldn't even dream of in those days, so huge step change. I think you're probably getting people hooked and interested today who are maybe past a sensible age at which to be looking at a career in aviation. I mean, you really want to catch the kids. You want to be going into primary schools, early secondary schools, if you really want people to look at it as a career. In that respect, we've got a way to go, but I would say give it another 10, 15 years, and if you've got affordable, nice aircraft to fly at more venues, less regulation, more able to just pitch up and go flying, then I think in years to come you're going to get a lot more of the younger generation coming through wanting to do this sort of thing. Just think about what this country looks like from 1,500, 2,000 feet. On a clear, sunny day, it is to die for. It's just amazing. Nothing beats it, really. Go and try it.